November 16th is the Great American Smokeout, a day designed to encourage smokers to kick the habit by not lighting up for one day. The goal is to show smokers that it's possible to live a life without smoking.
So November 16th is the Great American Smokeout, and what it is really a day where we encourage people to practice a quit, because it's that first 24 hours which is the most important to a quit. And we want to put the resources out there so everyone knows what resources are available to them to help them. But it's a challenge. If you can get through this day, then at the end of the day, reassess. Am I ready to try it again tomorrow? And that's really what we're trying to say, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. And it's amazing how confidence builds up when you can get through that 24-hour period and you're like, I'm doing okay, I didn't fall apart, I didn't scream at anyone, I got through it without a cigarette. Builds up that confidence level so we can take that next step. And we're offering the classes as a resource and, just trying to connect people with as many things to get them heading in the right direction.
The health benefits of quitting start the moment you stop puffing the last cigarette. 20 minutes after quitting, your heart rate drops. Nicotine found in cigarettes is a stimulant, which speeds up your heart rate. 12 hours after quitting, the carbon monoxide level in your blood drops to normal. This carbon monoxide blocks oxygen getting into your blood. 2 weeks to 3 months after quitting, your heart attack risk begins to drop and your lung functions begin to improve as the inflammation lessens. 3 weeks after quitting, your physical symptoms of nicotine addiction end. 1 to 9 months after quitting, your coughing and shortness of breath decrease. 1 year after quitting, your risk for heart attack drops sharply. 2 to 5 years after quitting, your chance for stroke could fall to about the same as a non-smoker's. Within 5 years of quitting, your chance for cancer in the mouth, throat, esophagus, and bladder is cut in half. 10 years after quitting, your risk of dying from lung cancer drops by 50%.
In groups, we work on the skills associated with a quit. How do you turn down that cigarette? How do you manage withdrawal symptoms? How do you change those daily routines? That's a big piece of it. And instead of taking away the cigarettes, where you're left with that void feeling, we work on putting something else in the place. What goes in the place? And we work a lot on behavioral change by adding little tools and tips along the way that add up eventually, and then we've got to quit.
Participants with the Tobacco Cessation Program talk with us about how it's helped them successfully kick the habit.
I'm here because I wanted to start smoking again, and I came back here as my plan B. If I got in trouble, I knew it was here. I could come back and get the support.
Rebecca hasn't had a cigarette in 5 years. Her success, now measured in years, is still a daily struggle, which is why she revisits the class when she needs support. For her, the class helped her realize stress is her trigger.
I could never have done it without the Quit Smoking program. I couldn't. I first started quitting smoking because I wanted a kayak, and I knew that if I had the money from the cigarettes, I could do it. So it was a great reinforcer, and I did get the kayak, and after I got the kayak, I started smoking again. So I came right back, and it's been 5 years since then. The kayak's gone, and so are the cigarettes.
I started coming 3 years ago, and I probably stayed in the group longer than you're supposed to. 2 years. And I finally got up and decided not to keep on coming back, and I switched from nicotine gum to I chew regular gum now.
Earl and Rebecca fit the bill for those trying not to light up. Most participants in the Tobacco Cessation Program are in their 50s and 60s when they opt to get started.
We see more people wanting to quit when they're in their 50s, when they're in their 60s, and they're starting to have the health effects of it. And what our goal really is preventative. If we can help you earlier on before those health effects, that's our purpose, and to get the information out there.
Tobacco is still, in 2017, the #1 cause of preventable death and disease in the United States.
I guess the best bit of advice I have is don't give up. Keep trying. It takes multiple quit attempts, and we are always there to welcome you back.
To find a list of class times, visit rrmc.org or you can call the Quit Partners at 802-747-3768.